We all want to win at life, but honestly, where do you even start? Today, we're going to break down a really powerful, step-by-step formula for making real change. And the best part? It's a blueprint that doesn't start with your job or your bank account. It starts with the one thing you have total control over, your own mind.
I mean, think about that for a second. It sounds way too simple, doesn't it? The idea that your entire life could pivot on changing just one single thing. But stick with me here, because that is the exact idea we're going to unpack. Okay, so to really get to the bottom of this, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to reverse engineer the whole process. Instead of starting at step one, we're going to start at the finish line, the result everyone wants, and we're going to work our way backward, step by step. So here it is. This is the grand prize, the end goal. We're not talking about a little tweak here and there. We're talking about a fundamental transformation of your life. This is what it's all about. But what's the step right before this happens? A changed life is the result, right? It's the outcome. But an outcome of what exactly? What's that last domino that has to fall for your life to really, truly change?
Well, it comes down to your performance. See, your life is basically the sum of your results. Your health, your career, your relationships, all of it. So if you want to change the final score, you have to change how you play the game. You have to change your performance.
Okay, but great performance doesn't just appear out of thin air. It's not magic. It's a direct result of something else. So what's the next link in this chain that we're pulling back?
It's your behavior. That's it. Your performance is just the end result of your daily actions and your habits. What you consistently do is what determines what you ultimately get. It's that simple. All right, now we're getting deeper. Our actions are the engine. We get that. But what's the fuel for that engine? What's the thing that's actually driving the behaviors we choose to do every day?
It all flows from your attitude. Your attitude is like the filter you see everything through. If you've got a positive, optimistic filter, you're going to take action. A negative one, you'll probably do nothing. Your attitude shapes literally everything you do.
But hang on, where does an attitude even come from? It feels like it's just there, but it's not. It's being created by something deeper, something more fundamental. So what is it?
And the answer is our expectations. Our attitude is pretty much just a reaction to what we expect is going to happen. If you expect to fail, you get a defensive attitude. If you expect to succeed, you get a confident one. Our expectations are setting the entire stage.
Okay, we are getting so close to the core of this thing. Because our expectations aren't just random, right? They're programmed into us. So what's writing the code?
It's our beliefs. Those really deep-seated ideas we have about ourselves, about other people, about how the world works. These beliefs are the foundation that all of our expectations are built on. They're like the invisible narrator for our entire life story.
And that brings us to the final, and honestly, the most important question of all. If our beliefs are that powerful, where do they even come from? What's the tiny little seed that this whole giant tree grows from? And here we are. We've traced it all the way back to the very beginning, the origin point. And what's so incredible about it is that it's not some huge, complicated thing. It's something small, simple, and completely within your control. It all starts with a thought. That's it. When you think about it, a belief is really just a thought that you keep thinking over and over again. This is the very first domino. And here's the most empowering part. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can always choose what thoughts you focus on. So we've taken the whole thing apart. Now let's put it back together and watch how this amazing chain reaction actually works when you put it into motion. Just look at that. It's a perfect cascade, isn't it? It starts with one tiny controllable thought. You repeat that thought, and it becomes a solid belief. That belief then frames your expectations. Your expectations set your attitude. Your attitude drives your behavior. Your behavior determines your performance. And finally, your performance changes your entire life. It's a beautiful, logical, and totally actionable formula for change.
So if you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. Your outer world is just a mirror of your inner world. The life you have right now was built one thought at a time from the inside out.
Now, this isn't just some cool theory to think about. It's a practical tool you can use. So let's bring this home and talk about the very first step you can take right now to put this whole thing into action.
Because in the end, it all comes down to this moment. You don't have to change your entire life overnight. You just have to change one thought. So I'll leave you with this question. What single thought will you choose to change starting today? The power really is all yours.